Wait a minute. Oh.
Gum, that delicious sweet treat that people around the world love to enjoy. But have you ever wondered where gum came from? What's it made of or who invented it? Today gum comes in many different types, flavors, colors, and even many different uses. The history of gum began about 13.8 billion years ago with the Big Bang. The Big Bang theory proposed that the universe began as extremely hot and dense, which expanded and cooled to the size and temperature of our current universe. 200 million years after the Big Bang, the universe was a very dark and cold place. The only chemical elements created at the beginning of the universe were hydrogen, helium, and lithium. First, nebula and galaxies formed, which were the earliest structures in the universe. The stars of light and energy emerged from these clouds and dust and gases. Carbon and oxygen, which were essential for life, were not created in the Big Bang, but rather from these stars. When these stars died, they spread the elements of life, carbon and oxygen, throughout the universe. New stars condemned and new planets formed from these heavier elements, setting the stage for life to begin.
With very unique planets like Earth, the perfect Goldilocks conditions existed. These conditions allowed complex chemicals like RNA and DNA, along with liquid water and energy, to allow atoms to combine. These complex chemicals were the basis and beginning of life. Prokaryotes, or bacteria, were the first single-celled life. As life continued to adapt, single-celled eukaryotes began to fill the oceans. These eukaryotes flourished, developing into tiny multicellular organisms and small plants. Eventually, life made it to the surface of the ocean and onto land. As these plants thrived in the new environment, diverse varieties of plants continued to evolve. About 50 million years ago, the first rainforests appeared, representing vast tropical landscapes on the planet. These rainforests represented the greatest diversity of plants in this new world. One particular plant, the sapodilla tree, flourished in this wet, warm climate and was the basis for the start of gum. Within the bark of this tree is the white gummy sap, representing the origin of gum.
Following the development of the sapodilla trees, mankind was able to create chewing gum. Gum is composed of chemicals and ingredients. The ingredients found in gum have changed to a great extent over time. In ancient times, the Aztec and Mayan societies, along with ancient Greeks, all developed gum made from the sap of the sapodilla tree. During ancient times, chewing gum was chewed for very different reasons than in today's world. For the Aztecs, chewing chicle, which is a milky latex type of gum, was seen as a symbol of gender and sexual status. The simple act of chewing gum in public identified a married or widowed woman as a whore and a male as a homosexual. As time progressed forward to the Victorian ages, people began to experiment with tree resin to produce a new type of gum. After pure chicle gum became a success, Thomas Adams tried adding flavor to it. He created a licorice-flavored gum called blackjack that was often liked and bought by many people. Unlike the Aztecs, gum was allowed to be chewed by any individual and was not seen as insulting. Instead, gum was chewed to quench thirst and eliminate hunger. In 1880, William White was successfully able to create gum, which would hold its flavor by adding ingredients including sugar and corn syrup to the chicle. His first new flavor was peppermint, and it was able to hold its flavor for a very long time. Today, modern gum is much more complicated and composed with an abundance of chemicals compared to the ancient and Victorian times. Modern gum is typically composed with a variety of chemicals to form the gum base, such as polymers, elastomers, resins, paraffin, and many more. These different chemicals are needed in order to meet the demands people have for gum. In addition, modern gum has a variety of sweeteners, softeners, flavorings, and colorings. Each of these ingredients serves a different yet important purpose for gum. The gum base holds all the components together. The sweeteners often include sugar, corn syrup, or artificial sweeteners. The softeners soften the gum with vegetable oil. The flavorings give gum its taste, and the colorings add to the gum's appeal with a variety of fun colors. Today, the world has developed diverse uses of chewing gum. Along with quenching thirst and eliminating hunger, gum has also been used to maintain clean teeth, quit the bad habits of smoking, and even provide vitamins for a healthier life. This chewable invention will continue to evolve over time, with additional uses and chemicals being added to it.
The invention of chewing gum has made a huge impact on the 21st century. Almost 2 trillion sticks of chewing gum made every year, 115 chewing gum manufacturing companies exist worldwide, and 100,000 tons of chewing gum consumed each year. Today, gum is purchased and chewed by millions of people worldwide. With these large purchases, more jobs and companies for gum have been created. People annually spend about $2 billion on gum just in the United States. The desire for gum has increased dramatically over the past decades, and people are now able to enjoy gum with a variety of flavors and uses. The future of gum will continue to evolve and be enjoyed by people for many generations to come.